All right. If this ain't gonna be the ultimate test of low light, right here. Ooh, that's dark. Oh boy. Hey, forgive me. I know this light is gonna be probably not the greatest, right? This is definitely gonna be a test of that low light capability with the iPhone 14. 6:36 in the morning, getting the show on the road, and we ain't got but one unit going today. It's a 2-bedroom trim change is what it says on paper, but my schedule has been all jacked up with property one this month. So it may very well be a full color change, or it'll just be a trim change. Will it go? Hopefully it goes, because like I said, I've only got that one unit for today. If it's a trim change, we could be painting walls, and I hope that we are. I need all of it today, especially if I'm going to be trying to work everybody. I never got a chance to finish filming from yesterday. My phone was ringing, so I had to stop filming. I was dealing with a bunch of traffic. It was after 6 o'clock when I was leaving. So let me go ahead and recap from yesterday to continue for today. We should have completed property 4 last night. That should be done. Property 3, we didn't start until probably 1 o'clock yesterday afternoon, but we should have gotten that unit done also. And then there was property 1. We got all 3 units done yesterday. I would have a conversation with property 4 yesterday about paint, and would learn that property 4 is pretty impressed with us as a company, and the fact that we're able to just jump how high when they say jump and get the work done in a day. Their other painter or painting company has not been able to do that, and has actually voiced that it's impossible to get the color change units done in a day. It is impossible if you've only got one person doing painting work in a unit. I got to put 5 people in there, and I'm charging a lot more money than this other painting company is. And supposedly the boss at property 4 would express to this other painting company, well, could it be done if the price was more, like $300 more? And they said, no, it's impossible. Even at a higher price, it's still impossible to get the work done. So again, they're very impressed with the work that we're doing. We could go out and secure another property just like that. There is another property, a twin property of property 1, sister property, possibly. We could go get that property. I should go try to get that property. I'm going to have nothing but time on my hands today, because Joe ain't painting nothing today. Again, only 1 unit going. But anyways, it was super cool to see that property 4 was seeming to be impressed with us. How much of that is for real, and how much of that is just trying to gas you up because you're there and, you know, whatever. No telling. But while talking with them about what the other painter couldn't do and what we can do, I would secure some more work, an office painting job, painting their entire office, which isn't too much. I bid that job at $950, and it's a couple of rooms, probably 3 or 4 rooms, but I mean, there's not a lot of wall space. It's mostly going to be moving some things. It's mostly going to be sanding some patchwork that's been done, reestablishing a corner that needs to be reestablished with some mud, and then, you know, painting everything. It is a color change. It's going from a hideous brown color to a bluish green light color. And there is trim that needs to be painted in the office as well. I'm gonna put Bo and his girl on that for some weekend work, and they're gonna make good money off of that job, really good money. They're gonna make more than half of what I've bid that job at. So I'm happy to know that I'm able to get them some work for the weekend, secure another job. In terms of all of the proposals that I've put in, I've heard nothing. By this point, being that it's Wednesday morning as I'm filming what should have been the outro for yesterday's video, the ending of yesterday's video, You know, I've seen that you guys have seen me talking about the big drywall repair job and bidding that at $3,700. And some people said, oh my God, that's way too much. Some people said, hey, that's just right. Some people said, hey, it's only, 8 boards. Some people said you need to measure it correctly. Well, it was pretty easy to guesstimate the amount of boards needed, because you can see the boards on the, on the back side. It's 2.5 boards, floor to ceiling. And a full sheet's not even going to reach the end of that span. So, 13 boards is a pretty close guesstimation. Some people said, oh, a professional company could go in there and knock that out in 2 hours. 4 guys, 2 hours. Some people said 2 days. I've said 4 days to do that job. It's not 4 total days, but it is going to be 4 days of dicking around with it, because I've got other things to do. It's not like I can just sit there and do that. The first day will be pretty much almost a whole day, hanging drywall, taping, and mudding. The second day would be, going in, mudding for a second time. Between those 2 times of mudding, you can't do nothing. So it is at least 3 days. It's at least 3 days. Because you got to wait for the mud to dry. Then on the third day, if you're painting, you got to paint it 2 coats. Between coats is 2 hours, dry time waiting. It's got to be painted at least twice. It might even be, 3 times, 2.5 times, 2 full paints and some spot painting. Then you got to install the baseboard, caulk that, paint that. Like I said, my guesstimation of price and time is pretty accurate. So I'm not wavering on that. Is my price ridiculous? Is it too high? They may honestly think that it is. They also may honestly think that I'm not capable of completing that work. I mean, what do they really have to lose? All they got to do is just let me do the work. If I fuck the work up, they don't pay for it. They're not losing anything. I'm the one who loses, always. It's always going to be me, the business owner, having to put myself out there, extend myself as far as I possibly can, stretch myself as thin as I possibly can, in an effort to try to supersede as much success as possible, to see as much success as possible. So, do I need anything from Lowe's? I really do, since I'm right here. I think I'm going to stop in here real quick before I grab Damon. I had a dream last night that a whole bunch of checks came in. It's Wednesday. I'm still checkless. I've got over $8,000 delinquent right now. I need to get paid. Is Lowe's open? It damn sure don't look like it, do it? It's 6:30 in the morning. It looks like everybody's just waiting. Waiting. They got to be open. They got to open at 6 o'clock, right? But I had a dream that a whole bunch of checks came in. So I certainly hope that they did, or they do today. All right, let me get to Lowe's and share with you in a little bit. Good morning. It's Wednesday morning, and hey, we're getting the day started super early. Why are we? Because we have to. All right, 7:57 in the morning. Just picked up Damon. Shout out to him. We're getting the show on the road super early this morning. Why are we getting the show on the road so early when we only got 1 unit going today? We got to go pick up things left from the other units. So we're going out to property 4 right this second. I'm trying to think, which way am I even going? How am I getting to property 4? I really needed to go.
Well, I mean, you can jump on the interstate and head towards the downtown tunnel.
Yeah. How do I do that?
I can show you.
Oh, it's the back way.
Yeah.
It's after the Jordan Bridge. Okay. Anyway, so we're going to go out to property 4. We got to make sure that everything got squared away there with Bo and his girl. I was there till 6 o'clock yesterday evening. It was pretty damn close. I did all the trimming there, but I've got to make sure those ceilings got hit. It was getting dark when I was leaving. They had 1 light. I told Bo, I said, man, keep that light with you. I'm quite certain they got that unit done. We need to go load that unit out, get done there. That's the most important. That's the most expensive unit. That's the most important. And especially in relation to all the conversation that was taking place yesterday. I didn't tell you this, Damon. So while I was out there at Property 4, I guess the big boss was having a conversation with their normal painting company. And their normal painting company was arguing with them, saying that a color change unit could not be done in one day.
So I guess we're gonna show them wrong.
We have been showing them wrong. She was saying, when that person was saying it can't be done, I don't know another painting company that can get them done in a day, not for the quality of work that we're doing. And then she would go on to say, quality of work. They made it seem like, and I'm not sure, that they had the same painting company that Property 3 had previous, and you've seen the quality of work they've been doing. So anyways, she was saying, yeah, it can be done. We found a company that can get it done. And, you know, if it can't be done, and they're saying that it's impossible to get done, well, the reason why they're saying that is because they probably got one painter going to paint that unit.
Jeez.
So we've got 5 for at least half a day, and then drop off to 2. It's the way we've got to do it. But anyways, hopeful to make today a good day, a productive day, a positive day. Like I said, 1 unit going today, should be going today, hopefully going today. It's at Property 1, which worries me a little bit because Property 1 is very shaky and flaky on the schedule. And it's not really their fault. People just don't move out or move out late. For whatever reason, we have more issues with those units at that property actually staying on schedule. But neither here nor there, whatever the case may be today, we're going to make it work. Also, about 6 o'clock yesterday evening, I would receive a text message from John.
Oh, really?
Yeah, John texted me saying, hey, not sure what happened, but we're still good on my side, buddy. Let me know if you need some help. Which lets me know a couple of things. One, we're just gonna act like I didn't text you Monday morning. Are you available to work? With no response. Hey, good morning, you available today? And I'm not even bitter about it at all. But I have heard from Donald 2 or 3 different times that John could have potentially been upset about the fact that he only made $100 on Friday, and how $100 is supposed to carry him through the weekend, and, you know, how is he supposed to live off of that? And hey, look, it is what it is. I gave you the most that I could. All right, so which way do I go? No, I gotta go. Oh yeah, I go straight.
Straight, yeah, then loop back onto the next.
Okay. Yeah, I gave you the most that I could give you. Oh man, I should have done that. Oh, I thought you were gonna. Yeah, you were gonna pass. Damn sure were. Yes, you were. Dude. Look, my guys are averaging, you know, $700-800 a week. Averaging between $700 and $800 a week. Sometimes they're making way more than that. And not very often are they making anything less than that. If they're making less than that, they're making like 6 something, almost $700 a week. John had been working with me for 3 days at that point. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Wednesday was a good day. Thursday was not so great of a day, where I told him he was going to get $200 with Milton for the day to get the unit done that they had to do that day. 4:30 rolled around. Hey, I got to go. Well, hey, I can't pay you no $200 for the day because you didn't get the unit done. That was the... Hey, that was the... That was the deal. And I gave him 8 hours. He made 160. So I felt like from there was a little bit of static. And then Friday, everything was fine. He worked 3 or 4 hours. He made $100, just like the other 2 guys who were with him, Donald and Bo. Everything was fine. But then Donald would start chiming in about the fact that, oh, you know, how can a grown man live the whole weekend off $100? Well, you know, if you worked the whole week, and it really wasn't $100. It was 160, 160, and 100. So it was 420 for 3 days of work. I think that's pretty damn fair. But anyways, like I said, John would hit me up yesterday evening. Hey, not sure what happened. Well, what you mean what happened? You didn't respond to my text when I texted you. I know, I can see the text right there on the phone that I sent. And like I said, I'm not bitter about it. And I would definitely put John right back to work. No issue at all. Hey, even if he was upset about that $100, I can't do nothing about it. I gave you the most that I could. John's a good worker. I like John. I got no issue with John at all. I just don't got to work right now. Today's Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I've got 3 units going for the rest of the week. Like, I got not a lot. So, I definitely can't put you to work right now when I got other guys who have been here and they've been dealing with it and, you know, getting it. And I gave everybody extra yesterday. Well, turned out it was just their hourly by the time it was all said and done. But I had every intention of giving people extra yesterday. They got extra hours yesterday. They made extra money. Everybody made like $200 for the day. So, anyways, that's what's been up. Nothing too crazy. And we're gonna head on out to property 4, see how that unit looks, and we'll share more when we get out there. Let's make today a good one, y'all. All right. Over here at property 3, getting ready to, property 4, getting ready to go check what it looks like. How good of a job did Bo and his girl do to finalize this thing? Damon said they came up with a saying yesterday, WWJD. What?
WWJF. What would Joe find?
I thought it was, what would Jesus do? What would Joe find? WWJF. So we're gonna use that, right? Okay, it's this unit right here. Yep. Knock, knock. There's the key fob covered in paint. That's hilarious. Well, that's not really hilarious. That actually sucks. What are you saying? Okay. Good job on.
Seeing things or?
Huh?
Am I just seeing things or?
No, you ain't seeing anything. Okay, he painted that. Good deal. Oh. Did he paint that? He had to have painted that. Yeah, there really ain't no light in here. This is a dark ass unit. All right, things that still needed to be hit. This still needed to be hit when I left yesterday, but it looks good.
Is that eggshell or?
It's eggshell. Floor looks good. They cleaned it up. It looks awesome. That can get hit a little bit if you're gonna get into some eggshell. Damn, did they take all the brushes up out of here? They damn sure did. Thank God I just went and bought some brand new brushes.
Sorry, I got okay. Is this the file right here?
Yeah. A little bit of paint down there needs to get up, but nothing major.
Jar blocked.
Huh?
Jar blocked.
It shouldn't be, no. Hey, bring up some rags and some cleaning stuff if you can find something. Awesome job. Really awesome job. Hope you guys can see this okay. Yeah, looks like you guys can see it okay. Ain't no light anywhere. This needed to get hit for a second time. It did. It looks great. He did paint the ceilings because this was one of the ceilings I said needed to get painted. So he definitely painted the ceilings. That's no good. Looks like his girl got her hair matted to the wall. Gonna paint right over that when Damon gets back up here. So they'll have a cleaner coming in here today. And yeah, it can be done. Can't even imagine what time they got up out of here last night. I'd say it's probably after 8 o'clock. Probably after 8. But awesome job. Awesome job. I'm happy with it. Heck yeah. It can be done. Yeah, it can. Still had some separation on the paint, even though we used the deglosser on it. They do such a good job prepping these doors. I mean, they really go up and beyond, not only, taping up the doors and the hinges, but also taping these up and taping these up. And even though it takes a little bit of extra work to do that, it really goes the extra mile in ensuring that we don't got shit to clean up with that. Good deal. Unit looks good. Very happy with the way that this one came out. This was an expensive unit right here. Did we get another coat of paint on all of this? Yes, we did. It looks sharp. Can't be mad at that. Cannot be mad at that. You finding everything? We may not have none, so don't worry about it if we don't. I doubt we got any, to be honest. Hey, can I toss this down to you? Yeah, that I'm gonna toss down. All right, let's get loaded up and get up out of here. All right, 8:02 in the morning and getting ready to go drop off this paint and be done. We're getting up out of here at property 4. That unit was a B, and it's a B because there was a couple of things we had to go up in there and touch up. Nothing major, but we also had 5 people in there for the majority of the day, plus myself in there at the end of the day, and there was still the trim in the trim in the closet in the bathroom missed. So it's a hard B to accept. It was not far off from an A. It's like a B plus. I'll give it a B plus. Make it fair. Leave it right by that door, Damon.
Right outside the door?
I mean, off to the side of the door, but right there. Flexing with the back window on the truck. I give him a B plus on that unit. So like I said, we got 1 unit going today, and we're gonna be heading to there in just a little bit. So cool deal. Property 4 is done, and we're ready to move on. All right, let's see what this unit looks like. What were you saying needed to be touched up?
I think some of the tops might have to be hit.
Where?
I didn't know. I said might, because some of that white was bleeding back through, and I hit it yesterday.
Looks pretty good. Pretty good. A little streaky on that wall, but not too major.
And then there's another thing too. I had to go around, which I just seen that it's a miss. But he wasn't spraying far enough down. You can see it.
Yeah, I can see it. What the fuck was he not spraying all the way down for? Because I see it in a couple spots.
I don't know.
Because it's right there. It's right over there. I see a miss right there. Let's get the brush out and hit that real quick. I really hate having to check behind my sprayers. My sprayers are the ones who should really be rocking and rolling. I can see it all right there. So this is Donald. I can see it all right there. But looks pretty good on this side.
There's no straight this side.
Well, it's not as bad as it could have been, but it's definitely.
My grading system.
I wouldn't even let this affect the whole unit. This would only affect Donald because Donald, that is specifically on Donald. No one else has control of that but him.
Extra, right?
Yeah. Looks really good. All right, I'm satisfied with this unit. This unit is a I give this unit an A. I give this unit an A. I mean, those mistakes right there, the mistakes of Donald, that's specifically on him, and he might not even have meant to. Maybe his back was hurting him, or maybe he just didn't see it.
I mean, yesterday it was all rush shit. I had some trim paint too.
Yeah, I got just one spot that I need you to hit with the trim. But yeah, this is an A unit. The other unit was a B plus. Little spotty, a little shaky up there, but I give it an A. All right, we'll get this loaded out and move on to the next unit. All right, just getting up into the one unit that we've got going for today. It's a pretty decent size, 2-bedroom, trim color change. Like, that's the craziest little nook I've ever seen. What do you do with this? You hide in the corner? What the hell do you put right there? Christmas tree? All right, looking at everything. First of all, looking at ceilings. Ceilings don't look too terrible. Plenty of closet space. I hate these units with these double closets. They just take a long time to get done. But decent sized unit. I'm gonna come in here and blast this sucker out. So good deal. This is what we got. I'm gonna have everybody on this one today. And we're gonna get it knocked out. So let's go get the guys and get to it. Alrighty. 12:33 in the afternoon, and what a shit show today is. Well, I wish I could tell you it's been better than what it's been. It's crazy because the morning started off so full of hope and aspiration and, you know, hey, it's going to be a good day, all that good shit. And then it turned into a bunch of bullshit where I've just had to let someone go again. And I'm not going to make a big spectacle about it. It is what it is. I really need to do some house cleaning, and it started with, you know, this person, and it probably should be fucking everybody, to be honest. You know, it's been a continuation of the drug bullshit, and, you know, today was just another continuation of that. To switch gears real quick, we had a 2-bedroom color change. I mean, 2-bedroom trim change, and just repaint the walls. We can't even do that. And I've got everybody in there, everybody who's left. Donald and Milton were painting the walls, hand painting walls, and that got fucked up. And that's not on them, because I had 3 different 5-gallon buckets of the particular color. The particular color is this brownish, orangish color. And I was trying to, you know, burn up some halfway empty paint buckets that were still left around, and it turns out them shits were just different batches, and, you know, just totally darker or lighter in relation to what the actual... Anyway, so that really fucked us up. But thank God that only happened in one room, and then, you know, we tried to correct that. Okay, you know, hey, no big deal, let's just go ahead and... Anyways, it's been a mess. It really has been a mess. And so much, in fact, that, you know, I find myself where I am right now, having to get rid of somebody, feeling like I probably should get rid of everybody. And I don't like that, man. It's so sad. And I'm not going, like I said, I'm not going to sit here and blast and exploit. It's just sad. I had read a comment. That should be merch. I had read a comment. Somebody said, Joe starts a business, hires people from the worst place ever, then is surprised when they're all drug addicts. I actually am surprised. I had said a lot of things about today before we got to where we are here, and not on camera. But, you know, one thing that I had said, I don't want to share everything that I said because it was pretty crazy. But one thing that I said was, man, I would pay a person with no experience $20 an hour just to come to work fucking sober. You know, how hard is that? And obviously for some, it's incredibly hard. I'm not in a position to be trying to help. The farthest that I can try to help you is by offering you work and offering you good money to do pretty easy work, painting, for God's sakes, inside painting at that, in AC, in heat. I'm not going to sit here and hold your hand, and I just can't do all that. But anyway, so like I said I would pay a person $20 an hour with no experience just to come in here sober. I really need to find more people, better people. Anyways, I'm on my way to the house. I gotta go let the dogs out. Check the mail, which there won't be any mail. Mail don't come till later in the afternoon. But I surely hope I get some checks. I don't know if I shared with you guys that I had a dream that I got like all these checks. Checks today would be at least somewhat of a consolation prize, considering I was on track this morning to see a little bit of a profit, but now I won't see any profit. And that's because we've gotten held up so much, pushed behind so much. Oh well, we'll get through today. And I am going to look for more people. I'm going to really go on a finding new people spree. And I got to do that. Got to do that. I wish I could share more about the situation. everything that unfolded, everything that was said, everything that I had considered, contemplated, and right at this moment, I'm not going to do that. Will I do that later? I hope I don't, but I know some won't like it, some will be, some will, some would. But it's not important right this second. What's important is letting these dogs out and then getting back and getting this one unit done for today. One unit. I shouldn't have expected anything less than a mess. All right, 3:02 in the afternoon, and ask me what I'm doing. That's right, you guessed it. I'm on my way back out to property 4 right now for a call back from that unit that we just did. And they messaged me and said, hey, can you get somebody back out here to paint the overspray, which we never sprayed, that was on the trim. On the doors, I think they said. I'll have to go check it out. I don't necessarily know what it is. And of course, I'm on my way out here to do this because I cannot have the unit being not the way that they want the unit. Sure wish it was okay, but we'll see what it is. Hopefully the traffic won't be too bad getting out here, and we'll just see. So I don't know if I got a new guy starting tomorrow or not. I did talk with a new guy. He seemed very sensible, seemed like a legit guy, but you know, it definitely makes me wonder. Hopefully he's legit, but he's supposed to start with me tomorrow. He had a handyman service in Connecticut. He's just recently moved down here. I hope he's for real. I need a sensible guy. I'm not feeling very hopeful about the folks that I have. And there's a lot more to mention in relation to that, but for the time being, I'm just going to not mention that. And it's not for exploitation reasons or anything like that. It's I really need to figure out where the truth is, because I'm getting a lot of information from a lot of different sources. Basically, everybody's just talking shit about everybody, and it's not good, the things that I'm hearing. It's definitely not good. Like I said, I've already had to get rid of one person today, and that's super unfortunate, but it is what it is. Ain't really much else I can say except for the fact that, you know, we only had one unit to do today. One unit. And it has turned into just a mess. It's gotten better. It's definitely gotten better. And it's almost done, this one unit. But it should have, I say it should have been done. It should have been a lot less chaotic than it was. And it was fucking chaotic. It was pretty chaotic. Anyways, let's get out to property 4 and see what they got in store for us. All right, I am in the unit from yesterday, and they said that the trim, the top of the trim still had the other color showing. And I have just found this little section right here where you can kind of still see the color showing. I also see, not this side, but this side could be painted. But other than that, I don't see anything else. And I mean, I'm really looking there. Okay, I see it right here. So I thought it was for the door edges, but it said the trim she said when you sprayed, it still had the other color in it. And on the top is what she said. So you make me feel like it was in a closet. I mean, I see a couple little drops right there I'll hit. I can see the color right there I can hit. Oh, okay. I do see right there, but they've been in here and cleaned. So the cleaner done wiped away the paint. All right, I'm gonna hit these little spots and I'm gonna say, got it, and that's it. So, that's it. Get it done and carry on. But there be paint. That there be paint. All right. End of day. Yeah, it is. And it's the end of the day. I'm home. It's the end of the day. Fourth, 26 in the afternoon, the day is done and nothing is won. Diet Dr. Pepper, my new favorite thing in the world, 0 calories. Freaking great. You're probably thinking, Joe, didn't you have a soda machine? What happened to that? I do. The only thing I like out of that soda machine is the fake ass Dr. Perky, fake Diet Dr. Perky. And yeah. All right, let's wrap this video up on a banger. Does it look any different? I just changed the lens to that nice Sigma glass. Yeah. All right. I know. You're probably all wondering, Joe, tell us what happened today. What happened? Well, I don't want to do that. I don't want to, make this all drama and all sorts of crazy shit. And it's not going to be that. I had to let somebody go today. It had to be done. It sucks to have to do that, but I had to do that. Now, while letting this person go, I would say, hey, look, I told you, one more chance. And that's what I did. I did the one more chance, and that one more chance just did not work out. And in fact, it just went horribly wrong, and that was, probably a given. The light is okay here, but it's a little weird over here. Anyway, so a lot of people have been talking. Everybody's been talking. They've all been talking shit about each other, and I don't like that because there shouldn't be shit that needs to be talked. You can talk shit and say, hey, this dude, he don't work that great. When you're gone, he don't do shit. And that's one thing. But to say that, hey, this person's on this and this person's way worse than I am, and, well, anyways, I had been getting a lot of that as of late. Everybody's talking shit about everybody. And it's a lot of unsettling stuff that I'm not really trying to hear about. So while getting rid of this person that I had to get rid of today, I said, you might as well just tell me everything. And I said that even if you don't tell me everything, I'm going to go back and tell everybody that you told me everything. So you might as well just tell me everything. And, they told me a few things for sure. They certainly told me a few things. Enough things, that would have me ready to fire everybody. I should just fire everybody. That's how I kind of feel. But anyways, I would have to go let the dogs out. I would come back and be made aware that the person that I had let go had texted everybody basically saying, hey, Joe's going to come back and tell you that I said something, and just know I ain't say nothing. Now, if this person had to text all these people, and it wasn't everybody, it was only a few people, but if you had to text those people, my God, you dumb motherfucker. Don't that just make it that much more guilty? Hey, Joe's going to come back and tell you that I said this, but I want you to know that I ain't say that. So when I got back, I said, they told me everything. And do you know, oh man, that I had at least one person say, you know what? He texted me and told me you were going to say that. And I'm like, damn, well, why would he text you? Why would he text you? He would only text you if there was, you know, if you had something you needed to worry about. So anyways, 1 unit is all we had to do today. But it didn't matter if we had 1 unit or 5 units. It was going to be what it was going to be. And, you know, look, I don't even really want to be secretive about it. Like, as I'm filming this and I'm sharing this with you guys, like, I just needed, it was Damon. You knew it was Damon anyways. It was Damon. Damon got fired again today. And this time it's for reals. It's the end. And I just need to tell you because, well, you're going to know because there's not going to be anybody holding the camera anymore. And that's that. I had this talk with Damon yesterday. Like, damn, man, I really wish you would just tighten up, man. If you would just tighten up, it could be so wonderful for you. You would be somebody that I would definitely want to put in that position of power, but you can't get right. And you're definitely not right for that. And whatever. I watched this guy wither away and deteriorate. And that's sad for him. That's sad for a lot of reasons for him personally. But again, I ain't running no charity case. And I'm damn sure not running no fucking methadone clinic. And yo, just, it's done. He will not be the only one. He will not. And in fact, I'm cleaning shop, cleaning house. And that began today, and it's going to carry over throughout the rest of the week into the beginning of October, which is next week. And it starts tomorrow with a new guy who's coming in who I hope lives up to the expectation that I've got for this guy. That this is a very sensible dude who potentially, I don't want to get too far ahead of myself, but could potentially be a supervisor. We'll see. This is a guy who had his own handyman business in another state. He's just recently moved here. I don't know why he's just recently moved here. He's looking for work. I had a good conversation with him. He says, you know, I've done plenty of painting. He's like, I ain't no expert painter. And you know what? I can appreciate that statement. I'm not an expert painter. I've done plenty of painting. I've taken on painting jobs, but I ain't no expert painter. I can appreciate that statement. So we'll see tomorrow. I don't want to get too far ahead of myself. I know you're probably still all typing out, I told you, Joe. Oh, I told y'all. I told all y'all. David wasn't going to last. It ain't that type of party. I'm not going to sit here and make songs and make fun of. Trust me, I did all of that today off camera. It was a sad shit. It was a sad shit show to watch unfold today. And it was, and you know what's crazy is the morning didn't even start out that bad. The morning, I always do like this sidebar peripheral evaluation of dude. Where is he at on the incapacitated scale? Is he sober, which he rarely ever is, or is he on a fucking 12? And this morning he was somewhat sober, it seemed like. Coherent. But as the morning got going, it got progressively worse. And I don't know, I don't know where all that well, I kind of do know where all that came from, but I don't know when exactly. I can't pinpoint when exactly the transformation began. All I know is the first thing this morning, it was okay. End of day, or by lunchtime, it was not. I'll share one thing that I said amongst so much to this guy today before making the decision to just end it. I said, man, I would pay you $1,000 right now for you to take a drug test and pass that. And I almost went through with this coffee man challenge, so to speak. It would have been pointless because I know he would have failed it. He made a comment, but it's not even important at this point, about that offer. And I also said, you know, hey, you ain't got to take the test. But I would know, because if you're going to be so vehement about, oh, I don't do nothing, I don't do nothing, I don't do nothing, I don't do nothing, it slowly began to change to, I don't do that much, or I don't do as much as so-and-so, and I ain't done it since in the last couple of, I definitely ain't done it when you thought that I did it. You know, all of the I don't do anythings has started changing more toward that. And it's almost become like, oh, Joe is accepting of it, which I am not. And I'm putting my foot down, and that began today. And it's sad to say this, but I'm going to say this. I told everybody when I got back, Damon was a sacrificial lamb, basically. He was an example being made today of what I will not fucking tolerate. And the reality is there's some other people who fit that same shoe. They just have not been so fucked up to the point where they cannot function like he had been. Sad to see it go this route. I promise you, this is the absolute end. I wish dude nothing but the best. This is not in any way to make fun of, and I've done that in the past, even today, making fun of, but not here on video. I'm not going to do that. What I want to say is I appreciate the work that this dude put in with me. I wish it could have been a lot better for this guy. I wish he could have done better for himself. I hope at some point in life he's able to do that and he reaches a point where enough is enough and all that good shit. But right now, it's best that it's where it is right now with us. So that's that. I'm sorry to have to share that with you guys. And I move on. Tomorrow I got this new guy starting. I'm excited about this prospect. And I got landscape tomorrow. How swell. I'll be out there doing that by myself. I might take the new guy with me. Might try to bond with this guy a little bit if it's possible. Because I got to be honest with you, man. I got a real lonely world. Outside of y'all, outside of this fucking camera, I really don't talk to people. I really ain't got nobody to talk to. My wife. So for those of you who, you know, really rock with me, I really appreciate y'all letting me share as much and as often as I do with y'all. Anyways, I'm wrapping this up. Today is done. It was a wash. Probably made like $100 profit. I went back. I did that repair at, or that callback at Property 4. It was a very expensive unit. I had no problem doing the callback. I had no idea really what they were calling me back for. I looked. I really couldn't find anything, but I touched up a whole bunch of things, and hopefully that squared it away. Worthless day today. One unit, couldn't even get that done, but some days it's going to be like that. Hopefully it is getting done right this second, getting finished up. It should have been done already. And tomorrow we got one unit going and a new guy starting. So I can't wait to share with you how tomorrow goes. Certainly hope it goes a lot better than today went. That's all I got. I look forward to sharing more with you tomorrow. And until then, take care.